Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I will call the Harrison County Commission meeting for Wednesday, October 27th, 2021 to order. If you would rise and join me in the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Number one on the agenda is public comment period. Thank you, John. Is there anyone on Zoom that wishes to speak publicly? Anyone on Zoom wish to speak publicly? Okay, hearing none, we will move to number two, consent agenda. What's the pledge? Motion's been made to approve number two, consent agenda. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Madam President,
Yes.
I'd like to move it to number 10 so that Amy can look that up and she can catch up with the state.
I don't have a problem with that. You okay, Commissioner Treehouse?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Amy?
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay, we'll move to number 10, review, discuss, consider accepting grant award from Department of Commerce's Economic Development Administration.
Thank you, Commission, congratulations to all of us. It's really a team effort. So this is one of the biggest grants for a single project that this area has received. I think it's the second biggest one that our district, our Philadelphia district has awarded. So it's a very, very large amount. They typically do not go over 2 million. We ended up getting 2.6 for a single project. It's because it's a good project. It has 200 jobs linked to it. We received the award almost 30 days ago. So our 30 days will be up this Friday. All it is today is really just signing the award letter. It's an acceptance. Here in January, asking for the match, which is a holding spot. Appreciate the approval on that. $1.4 million that we asked for the match is 20% grant for EDA. We ended up submitting 1.2 of that. And now with additional funding and restructuring the project, we may only need 800,000, 900,000, depending on the build out of the project itself. And when I say we, the corporation will be applying immediately for funding. We've reached out to the state already. We're looking at a bridge loan with banks. So, and that's where the match will come from. This was just a holding spot from the commission. We cannot move forward without really the grant award or acceptance of this award. So that's all this is today, is just accepting it.
Now, the 1.4, is it, are we released from that?
As soon as we go
Obligation?
to the bank or we go to the state EDA and request the loan. We've started that process, but we can't move forward without actually receiving this award. And that's what this is today. We have the award, we've got it. We just have to accept it and turn it back in.
And then you can go.
And then we can,
Okay.
yes.
I just want to
process
make
the loan.
sure.
Yes, yeah.
where we are. Anybody have any questions?
No, only that we were hesitant, in moving forward with the project. We had signed for it, but we had confidence in you. And this is an example of what we can do when we all work together. This is not just Harrison County, this is North Central West Virginia, and great job, Amy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you all. This is a huge win for this area. It
And I'll
really
make-
is.
And I'll make a motion to move forward with the county administrator with the signature.
Motion's been made to move forward and the county administrator signed the letter of acceptance. No further, if there is no further discussion, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, hearing none, motion carried.
Thank
Thank
all
you very much, Amy.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks for moving this ahead too.
We got number 4, minutes
Number
and or
3.
amended,
3.
oops, 3, sorry. Moving ahead, payroll change notices, A through E. What's the pleasure?
I'd like to know what the merit increases and how much we're paying part-time help.
The part-time summer help,
Part-time kennel tech,
she will be paid $14 an hour, no more than 30 hours a week.
and the merit increase.
The merit increase is going from a 2.2, which is $30,941, to a 5.2, which is $35,819. It's an increase of $4,878. He is one of our janitorial staff who has really hung in there when they became so short and has done an amazing job. And once the contract with the cleaning crew gets fully up and operational, he will be moving to maintenance.
And part-time summer help, who were they working for?
They were under maintenance. They were all for the rail trail.
All three were working for maintenance.
That is correct.
What's the pleasure?
Motion approved A through E.
Motion to approve number 3A through E. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Now I'm going to move to number 4. Minutes and or amended minutes of previous meeting, A and B meetings.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve number 4, A and B, is that correct?
Yes, please.
Any further, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 5, requisitions, purchase orders, and invoices on listed as A.
Madam President, I would
Yes.
like to hold that until next week. It did not get scanned and put into the agenda packet, so there wasn't enough notice for everyone to review. So I would just like to hold that list until next week, if there would be okay.
Acceptable.
Mhm.
We're not paying any late fee.
I mean, that's the only thing would be the credit cards. That's my concern.
Yeah, I think would be some late fees potentially associated with BB&T payments. I haven't reviewed all the
But they may already be late.
requisitions. If you want to address those today and make them part of the record and clearly state in the record what they are as a remedial type action, so we avoid the late fees, that would technically be acceptable.
Like an emergency type
Well, not
issue.
so much an emergency. I mean, our practice has always been to put the requisition list of payments in the agenda. That's our practice. But there is notice here that requisitions, purchase orders, and invoices are certainly on the agenda. And to the extent there are late fees, if you want to move forward with the credit cards, we just need to specify them, identify what they are, identify what the payments are. And let's just make the statements or invoices part of the record for the proceedings today.
Okay, so motion approved as stated by the county attorney.
But you still need to go through these and list them, right?
Yes, let's list them, let's make them part of the record.
So it would be work order number 36126 for BB&T, which is supplies, meeting, and law enforcement charges,
What's the total?
$504.11. The next one for BB&T would be work order 36161 for BB&T. The amount of $457.99, travel, meals, fuel for law enforcement.
About the US cellular bills. Frontier.
5940 on first page. US Sailor 36010.
What's the payment due date?
Let me pull this real quick.
We want to move on and come back to this. Have the girls pull the ones that possibly could have.
We can do that.
Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, or if you have,
Is that
the
right?
if you have the invoices together, I can sit here and look at the due dates.
Okay, we will move on and review the requisitions in the meantime. Due dates. Okay, we'll move to number 6, exonerations, corrective tickets, joint property applications. A and B. Exonerations are A and corrective tickets are B. What's the pleasure?
Commissioner approved A and B, please.
Okay, motion's been made to approve number 6, A and B. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Okay, number 7, consideration of approval of project fund requisition for payment of costs concerning Series 2019 bonds for Charles Point Economic Opportunity Development Series, District, I'm sorry, and Series 2015 A and B for White Oaks. And our 2 requisitions, A and B.
Motion approved A for 32,624 and B for 12,428.
Okay, motion's been made to approve requisitions listed under 7A and B with the amount stated. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. We have none for
Correct. There are
Right.
none.
okay. Number 8, review, discuss, consider monthly minutes, financial information from various boards, committees, and public service. We have A and B for Greater Harrison. What's the pleasure?
I'd like to, up to Charlotte. As you attended on the September meeting.
Yes.
Did you give us a better explanation on the future sewer projects? Because I'm a little confused where Willow Beach area would be the divider for another Ford project. Does another Ford have a project in order?
Nutter and Greater Harrison are working together. They're trying to help each other out. I'd have to grab my notes on that stuff. It's still somewhat confusing for me.
Willow Beach, Greater Harrison Water.
No, I do believe that is no report. Yeah, I do believe that is no report. I could check and make sure though. But they did have a meeting, Nutterport and Greater Harrison did have a meeting, and they have come to the conclusion that they want to work together and try to get things going with each other, so that way they can go further with their water.
Okay, well, I'd like for you to find out more information on this, but I'm just curious on the 23 million, and then where they're talking about getting a $50 million line. We went through this once before with them on all these sewer projects and increase the rates on everybody in Greater Harrison, and if this isn't going to be 100% grant funded, I think that this commission needs to take a hard look at whether or not we're going to turn around and do another 18 or 20 or 25% increase to all the people of Greater Harrison for 750 customers, like we just did when we
I'll
did
get with
Enterprise
Bill today.
73 and Country Club. That was very, very expensive to all the customers.
Make sure they get with Laura first and make sure that's okay. And then let us know, Laura, please.
Get okay with what? I don't understand the statement, Mr. Treetoff.
Simply, she works for Laura and let Laura let us know if she's gonna go,
She's gonna go where?
or you directed her to go.
He just wants more information.
I'll work with Charlotte, thank you. You don't tell me who to work with.
What's the pleasure on number 9?
So as long as we have that square, Mr. Treetoff, that you're not my boss. Laura's not my boss, and if I want to talk to Charlotte, I'll talk to Charlotte. So we square on that?
Yes, sir.
Good.
So what's the pleasure on number 9?
Motion to
Table
approve
this?
AC, please.
Well, I have more questions about the financials, and I'm gonna ask Laura, to give us an update on where these numbers take Greater Harrison and how financially secure they are.
So what's the pleasure on number 9?
Motion to approve AC.
Okay, motion's been made to approve A and B of number 9.
We don't want to discuss their financial ability. It's not our job. That's why they give us these reports.
I don't think that was what he was trying to say. I mean, we get this every month. Is that not correct?
And we're supposed to look at them to see how our PSDs are doing financially.
But you want to get more information. want Laura to get
That's
more
all right
information.
here. I just
I
want.
guess I'm confused.
$41,000 deficit.
Well,
Does
then maybe
anybody
she-
else read these besides me?
Maybe that
I'd
needs
like
to
a
be-
report on it. I just don't want to see it.
Maybe they need to come and give us a report. Yeah, no, we don't care about anything. Okay, motion's been made to approve number 9, A and B. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any
Aye.
opposed? Okay. Please note that Mr. Hinkle is opposed. Motion carried. Okay, it's 10:17. We had I believe it was 10:15. Hearing. Are they hearing for Jodie Louise Clifton estate?
Yes.
You here for that, sir?
Yes.
Okay. You just want to come forward? You're the only one here?
Yes.
No, you're just right.
Oh,
You can sit down. You identify yourself for the record, please.
Jeremy Clifton.
Okay, and you are the only one that is involved in this?
Yes.
And Mr. Clerk, everybody that should have got notice, got notice?
Madam President.
Okay. You can speak.
All right, I've misplaced my late wife's will, and I do have a copy that y'all have a copy of. And I was just wanting to submit it for to make it a solemn will. And so I can finally settle her estate.
You've looked high, low, and everywhere in the
Yes,
attorney
I've
that
looked
prepared it
everywhere.
doesn't have
No.
it.
I do have all of her other instruments that she did that day,
Uh-huh.
but I cannot find the will. I brought it out to make a copy and I've misplaced it.
Anything else? I don't have any questions. Do you guys have any other?
So can we move forward? Madam President?
Sure. Have any questions? I mean, I don't see an issue. I mean, of moving forward and letting him probate the will. Copy of the will in solemn form. I believe that's the correct term. So I will entertain a motion to that effect.
Yeah.
So are you making a motion
Yeah.
to move
motion
it?
for- motion
Mr.
to
Clifton can move forward with probating the will in solemn form.
Yes.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Now, we'll need an order.
Need an order?
Yeah.
Okay,
As soon as you
so
get-
I'll draft an order which reflects what the commission ruled. It'll be about 3 to 5 days, and it'll be available for pickup here.
Okay.
We can pick up and you'll take it down to the clerk's office with you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Do you have the commission officer's phone number? So let's give the commission officer's phone number, that way you can contact, see if it's ready.
No.
Number 11, review, discuss, consider subrogation agreement and updated disclosure report regarding Central West Virginia Action Grant.
This is just saying that we will not receive funds from any other entity like FEMA or other CARES Act funding, private insurance for this award for the Central West Virginia Community Action Grant. That grant, oh, come on in, Michelle. That grant is for the mortgage assistance that is available, that I emailed the flyer out to y'all this morning. Is there anything you'd like to add?
And it took, the state has been working with Central West Virginia Community Action on getting their flyer appropriate, and that's taken a little longer than expected, but last week we were able to get the finalized version, and like Laura said, they asked us to email that out to everyone. These two forms, one of them is simply an updated, HUD has a new version of their form that we originally submitted with the application. They just want the same information on their new form. And the other one is just a subrogation agreement, which just says we're not duplicating funds. We didn't get funds elsewhere for the exact same thing in this project. That's all those are.
Good job, Michelle.
It was a little struggle, but we got there, right?
Yeah.
That's the main thing. As long as it helps people,
Absolutely.
that's all in line.
Motion approved. Any action grant?
Motion, there's a signature that, is there a signature that has to be affixed?
That's my signature.
Okay, motion's been made to approve subrogation agreement and to affix the necessary signature. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Thank you, Michelle. Number 12, review, discuss, consider reappointment of Mary Ann Iquina to the Harrison County Board of Health for a term from July 1, 2021 to June 30 of 26.
Mary Ann has been on the board for approximately 45 years. She's in good standing, and it's recommended for her reappointment.
Motion approved.
Motion to approve the reappointment. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Number 13, administrators report.
A reminder that trick or treat events are happening this weekend. There's a list of the different events on our Facebook page. A reminder to the people to use caution and watch out for the little trick or treaters running the streets this weekend. We are still working on an agreement with US Cellular and the Shinson Tower for the repairs that are needed to that tower site. Hopefully we should reach an agreement within the next week. We are still taking applications for E911 dispatchers. We currently have 3 vacancies. And Harrison County Community Corrections is hiring for an LPN. Both of those job openings can be found on our website for more information. I distributed today the West Virginia Community Action Flyer, and we request any assistance to help distribute that and get a wider knowledge base of the program that is offered to the residents. Also, we need to start planning and talking about plans for the courthouse when we move to the annex, over to the GSA. If there's plans I'm not aware of, give me a call or talk to me, but I think that we need to sit down and think about what's going to happen to this building and who's expanding and what floors and everything like that. I'd like to see maybe a work session set up in the future for that. And also, I emailed out the employee handbook with Commissioner Hinkle's comments and changes. It has been sent out this morning for your review. And that is all.
Number 14, Commissioner's comments. Commissioner Hank or Commissioner Hinkle?
I haven't seen anything yet on the date for rail trails. The work session. In a work session for rail trails that I'm not aware of.
No, sir. I will schedule one.
Mr. Treetoss, the last, or 2 meetings ago, suggested that we get together and do it.
When Chad's ready. Let Chad let us know when he's ready, please.
Anything else? I have nothing.
Okay, John.
We have to do the requisitions. please.
Oh, that's right. Let's go back to numbers.
Go as fast as I can.
That's all right.
You can do it that way. I was trying to be specific in terms of amounts and vendors, but if you want to do it like that, you certainly can. I can tell you which ones I've identified so far.
You want to wait?
I mean, you haven't got hurt.
No, he doesn't have too many more.
I'm through about the majority of them.
Glad to help you.
Or while we're waiting in the future, we could tell Steptoe Johnson that a little more detailed invoice other than amount. With a little non-structured.
Yes. We have just an invoice for them. His detailed list included attorney-client privilege. I will get that and forward that over to you.
include what?
It has the attorney for the tip. It's got, some items are deemed attorney-client privilege, so that's, I think, why they weren't added to the agenda. I actually have a full copy with me to sign, but I can certainly send the entire invoice.
Okay, BB&T 504.11 needs to be approved. BB&T 457.99 needs to be approved. Thomson Reuters 483.47 needs to be approved. AT&T 273.12 needs to be approved. Or I'll just give you my notes after this.
Perfect. Thank you.
FedEx in the amount of 33.04 needs to be approved. Dominion in the amount of 38.09 needs to be approved. Dominion in the amount of $11.94 needs to be approved. AT&T Mobility in the amount of $82.48 needs to be approved. Op-Ands in the amount of $2,200 needs to be approved. Canon Financial in the amount of 218.01 needs to be approved. US Cellular in the amount of 762.39 needs to be approved. It will be late. Telemate similarly needs to be approved in the amount of $50. Scram Systems in the amount of $641.30 needs to be approved. And MVB in the amount of $6,222.12 needs to be approved.
Motion,
Motion approved as stated by the county attorney.
motion to approve those as stated by the county attorney. Any further discussion?
No.
Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried. Now, entertain that motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, meeting adjourned. Thank you, Trey.